Figuri is guiding us into the Football League weekend. Paul Benson wasn't sure he'd ever be good enough to play professional football, let alone be targeted by a club like Charlton Athletic. But he's shown you can go up in the world by going down to the valley.
Paul Benson is the cult hero whose goals helped propel Dagenham into League One. His move last month across the River Thames, another step in an unlikely journey.
5, 6 years ago, when I was still doing my accountancy, never thought I'd be playing for a club like Charlton, who, albeit they're in League One, which was the same as Dagenham, but they're a massive club, and they're a club who shouldn't be at this level.
And while playing for a bigger team does bring greater expectations, Benson's determined to hold true to the values that have brought him this far.
I was brought up playing park football, and when you're brought up doing that, you can't really, there's no sort of big time Charlie attitude with it. You just get on, you do what you're told. Reputation's nothing for me. I've got no reputation here at Charlton. I'm just someone else now, and I've got to try and build that up.
He'll have to do it without the guidance of John Still, the mentor who spotted Benson's potential and whose man management skills have left a lasting impression.
When my partner was pregnant and there was a bit of complications during the pregnancy, and that he gave me time off and let me let me miss a couple of games, and it went a bit further than just a manager player. I've got 100% respect for him.
84 goals in his last 5 seasons is the type of form his new manager would like him to replicate.
Each year he's progressed as a player himself, but also up the leagues with Dagenham, obviously with our promotion, the 2 promotions. So it's great for him to play on a stage like Charlton. It's a big step up for him in terms of stature of club, but it's one he's relishing, and one I believe he's going to do himself a lot of justice.
He's still waiting for his first Addicts goal, but Benson's grounded approach to the game means that he's confident his journey isn't over yet.
I think footballers live the dream, and I'm probably just a magnified example of that because of where I've come from, and I'll never forget where I've come from, and I'll just always try and strive to do better in my career, and hopefully the dream carries on, and I can get another promotion with Charlton.
It's amazing, really. 7 leagues below League Two a few years ago, and doing his accountancy qualifications, and now he's playing, in the Football League, at League One, at Charlton, which is the story, isn't it? Really, he's gone to Charlton now. But is it because he's a striker? Is it easier for a striker to go through the leagues that way?
I don't think so, George, because I've known right along the years, people who've been prolific, in the league at the low levels, not getting a chance higher. For me, the goals don't change in size. If you get somebody the opportunity who's a natural finisher, he's going to get goals, but you still need people to take a chance. And, John Still at Dagenham, it was perfect for him. And when we look at it, the best part of it for me, when you look at all them stats and everything, there's goals involved, but it was important to see how he would do at league level, and 43 in the last 2 seasons, including 4 in the positive promotion push, was terrific as far as he was concerned. You've seen him tall, lean, hungry, great movement, good first touch. With his back to goal, he has an instinct of where the goals are, and it doesn't move. There in particular, he took it on his chest and he's just aiming into an area. Here, bit of kidology, looks as if he's going to cross it and then smashes it in, and this was terrific. Wembley, great first touch, second touch in the back of the net, you can't ask for any more than that. Real hunger for the game, and because he's played park football, and he feels as if he's privileged still to be earning a living, in league football, and that shines through.
In a similar vein, there used to be a saying, didn't there, that there are some League Two players playing in the Premier League and there are some Premier League players playing at League Two level. Yeah. Is that any more the case, or is that evened out over the years now?
It still is the case. I could get you, if I watched a lot of League Two players, in an individual performance and go, he's a Premiership player, but it's that consistency. That putting 10, 11, 12 games together. At the top level, it's no coincidence that they make the right decision and pick the right tool out of the box to use more often than not, and that's the big difference.
Decent start by Charlton, probably expected a bit better being Charlton.